What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We got a special Thanksgiving episode. 3 games for Thanksgiving, 1 game for Black Friday. And as always, before we jump into it, go down and like and subscribe. Comment who y'all got in these bets. In these picks, and comment any bets y'all are riding with this Thanksgiving holiday weekday, I guess you call it. But as always, I'm Paul Pickham, and I'm joined with.
Man. It's your boy Kev Waterboy Support, aka the Doppy, like always known as the realest on your screen. And see, we're off to week 13, and week 12, my team had a bye. You know what's the coolest thing about the bye, Paul? They can't do anything to hurt you that week. So if your
Nope.
team's fucking up crazy, you can still wake up Sunday and be like, there's nothing we can do though.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
we're off to week 13. Happy Thanksgiving, mother truckers. And don't forget to check your fantasy lineups.
No, 100%. I know there's gonna be a lot of people that forget that there's a Friday game. So also check Black Friday. There will be a game, Kansas City and Raiders. So double check your lineups before Thursday and Friday. Um, Overall though, we got what 3 matchups on Thursday for Thanksgiving. One at 12:30. Yeah, one at 12:30, one at 4:30, and one at 8:20. So one whenever the food's just getting cooked, one when the food's ready, and the one right in time for pie, as I always do it. So it should be, as always, a good week of sports or football.
Nice.
But we got honestly, I wish the matchups were better. I feel like when they made the matchups, it was a little bit better on paper, and then here we are, 13 weeks later, and we're stuck with only like one good matchup. But opening up the slate, 12:30 kickoff, Lions at home, Thanksgiving tradition, taking on division rivals Chicago Bears, where the Caleb Williams they keep losing, but they keep making games super entertaining, right down to the wire. Must watch last 30 seconds of the game. And on the other side, the Detroit Lions that have just been absolutely destroying teams, putting people in their places, and this one team wrecking crew. I think they beat teams by like an average of 18 points a game or something in the last like 7 weeks. How are we feeling about this one? It's a 10-point spread for the Lions.
I mean, I'll say the Bears are no longer frauds. Now that we know who they are, they're a team that has potential. They just don't win games, and it's for a myriad of reasons. Like you can bring it back to the Hail Mary, we can bring it back to the blocked field goal, we can bring it back to last week to the Vikings in overtime. They just don't win games when they can. So I'm not expecting them to win this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of came in and they put their foot on the gas and they kind of let some shit go, and then the Lions weren't ready for that, and they get like kind of blindsided a little bit. So they got to play from with some adversity. I don't expect this to be a 24-6 game like last week against the Colts. I do expect the Lions to win. They are my pick to win, but I expect the Bears to come out this game and play decent, or at least for one part of the game before like any adjustments are made.
I think I don't think the Bears. I think they have a good fourth quarter, like they did last week. But like 17 of their points came in the fourth quarter last week to get back into tying it up against the Vikings. I don't think the Lions are not a team you could do. Like the Lions, I think could be up 30-3 come the third quarter, and it doesn't matter what Caleb Williams and the boys do in the fourth quarter. Like yeah, score your little 10 points, make it 30-13. I don't give a fuck. Like I really just think this Dan because it's like you want to say, oh, look ahead spot. No, it's fucking Thanksgiving. They're not looking at it. Their coach is Dan Campbell. It doesn't matter if they're playing a high school team next week. That motherfucker is gonna have them boys ready to run through a wall. Um, I don't think the spread's big enough, and I feel like I've been saying this for like the last 3 weeks with the Lions. It's just like, yo, they're beating teams by the average of fucking 20 points. Like 10 points is not
Yeah.
enough.
Remember
Like
last week? Last week it's only seven.
it's only 7, and like the opposing team didn't even score fucking 7. Like it's
Sure.
just that yeah, I think the Lions here are shooing. I would take the 10. But yeah, it's so fun that who would have like when we were kids, we would tell our parents, hey, we're gonna be on a podcast and we're gonna bet on the Lions because they're 10-point favorites every fucking week 20 years from now. They're like, yeah, you're fucking crazy. Put you in the loony bin. The fucking Lions suck. They're like, nah, this is reality.
Not the what's the podcast? It's a the Lions suck.
But
Shut up.
yeah, someone once said it was a funny tweet that was like, yo, it's 2024, and this is during the Jake Paul fight. It was like, and I can parlay together a Mike Tyson money line with the Detroit Lions going to the Super Bowl, and it's realistic. Like this, like it was just like 2024. What a crazy year or some shit. Then we
No,
have another ugly ass game. Cowboys 3.5 point favorites off their big win against Washington, taking on another divisional rival, the Giants, who coming off a major loss at home, 30-7. They get the last seven in the last couple of minutes to at least put up points before the game's over. But Cowboys are 3.5 point favorites. And before I throw it to you, Kev, I will say this game is giving me bad juju. I'm not saying that Mike McCarthy and them dumped the Gatorade, but you're 11 point dogs on the road. You beat a Washington team. You have two crazy kick return touchdowns. They missed an extra point. Like it was just a lot went your way to win that game. And the other team did so fucking bad where I just feel like things tend to balance out. Like whatever happened last week sometimes does not carry over, especially in divisional games. Like what we expect to happen does not carry over into the divisional games. Like Titans, Texans, a prime example.
nah, dead eyes. I mean, the Giants suck for sure. The Cowboys are also not good, and Cooper Rush isn't good. So like a lot of these teams match up really well. Like they both just have good D lines or like good players, good edge rushers, and good like these teams are not good at all. Like I think the Cowboys are better off when it comes to all three stages because special teams played balled out crazy last week, so their special teams looks really good. Oh man, so this is a tough game to pick. I just think the Giants are just really, 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 really bad at football. But this is their game to win. But it's at Jerry World, which the Cowboys have lost by 20 in literally almost all the games there. So this is a very and the Cowboys are favorites. So this is a very you saying bad juju. I'm thinking voodoo's all over this motherfucker.
Yeah, like I really, I'm gonna go against the gut on this one. I'm gonna take the Cowboys at home, even though like they shouldn't be favored. I think they're only really favored because of the fact that the Giants got destroyed and they're coming off a win. Um, but just the locker room vibes I got from Giants after the loss to the the Bucks did not seem like a cohesive unit. At least the Cowboys somewhat are. I feel like a cohesive unit. Like, even though Parsons be talking to the media and all this stuff in the third, I just think that the Giants, the players themselves, are just out on the team, and that might show on the field. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys at home to take care of business. But I don't feel best about it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm also gonna take the Cowboys, not to handle business, to get the win against a team that's also not pretty good, not too good at the game of football right now. But yeah, let them get two games in a row with Cooper Rush started. That'll be something that sells tickets.
I want to say he was like 7-2 as a starter prior to this year on the Cowboys. Because I don't know if you remember, but it was like last year, the year before, when Dak got hurt, we're covering it, and like they kept winning games without Dak, and it was a real narrative point. Like, is this team better when Dak doesn't play because Cooper Rush doesn't throw interceptions, even though he's only putting up like 200
So,
yards, he doesn't throw interceptions, and like they're able to score points. But that was a long time ago now because it's like they won one, but it looked rough the other two. But yeah, we're going with the Cowboys there. And if the itis isn't kicking your ass and you're not half asleep because of the turkey put you down, we got a real primetime game, Thursday night football, Thanksgiving in Lambeau. Green Bay Packers are 3.5 point favorites with the surging Dolphins coming into town. And the Dolphins with a little chip on their shoulder. Tua already told the press and everything, oh, I can't, like, we're gonna knock the narrative off our shoulder, all that, like, we're gonna get that shit off our back. Like, we can't play in the cold. Go watch us in Lambeau this Thursday. That was the vibes I got. Defense is looking hot. Offense is looking good without Tyreek needing to be involved, which is a phenomenal thing to even think about. And Jair Alexander may not be playing this game. He might miss another week with that knee injury that he's been kind of nursing, which is all leading up for me to say I feel great about this Dolphins team right now. Um, I think everybody and their mama is against us because it's a cold game and this, that, and third. But Jordan Love throws interceptions. Our defense has been red fucking hot. Chop Robinson's been the best edge rusher in the league these last 2 weeks. Jalen Ramsey is one of the top corners in the league still to this day. And without Jair on the field, if he don't play, even if he does play, he only guard one man. The rest of the team, Achan, Waddle, Jonu Smith, Morstert, they've been eating. I really like the Dolphins here. I wish they were on the prime time. I wish they were on the Sunday slate so I could make him my dog of the week. But I'm rocking big Dolphin energy this Thursday.
I mean, you kind of have to. Like, I think as a Dolphins fan, that's the best you can. This is what you got to do for your team. Give them that energy because y'all got to lock in. If y'all win out and like, you can really piss some lot of motherfuckers off. I just think that this Packers team showed us that they're willing to be a balanced team. And then last week they played against the 49ers, who hasn't played to their potential this season, but at the same time has a really healthy defense. So if the Packers can get that run game established against the Dolphins, who haven't really had to play against any crazy run games on your 3 game run streak, you beat the Rams, which you guys did bottle up Kyron Williams quite well, the Raiders and the Patriots. So this is kind of your big test. But if you guys win this game on Turkey Day, prime time in front of everybody, I'm expecting a lot of hold my dick tweets.
A whole bunch. And we'll be at 6-6, back at 500. Oh man, I would be so happy going. I won't even give a fuck that I'm working open to close on Black Friday, bro. I'll be floating through my shift. But it sounded like you're going with the Packers, though. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, sir. Even though I do trust their defense that's been playing well these last couple of games.
I just want to make sure I know what side of history you on on Friday morning. Then we got what I don't even know what they were thinking when they made this game. Like it was supposed to be some electrifying Black Friday. Like, at no point, week 0, week 1, preseason draft day, week 13 was this a primetime game. But we got the Chiefs taking on the Raiders in Kansas City. Chiefs are 12.5-point favorites against divisional rival Oakland Raiders or Las Vegas Raiders. Once upon a time, Kev, I think this is when we first started covering it. Was like the Raiders play them very competitively. I think the Raiders even sneak wins in every now and then. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get those vibes from this Raiders squad. I also think Gardner Minshew is out for the season or some shit too. So the rookie O'Connell's back in. That's the start. Oh no, wrong way. Aiden O'Connell's out for the season. So Gardner's gonna be the full play starter. Other than Brock Bowers and fucking who the fuck's their defensive tackle or defensive end? Max Crosby. I don't think there's anything to be rooting for on the Raiders.
Oh, not at all. Mm-mm, mm-mm, not at all. You should not be a happy person if you're a Raiders fan. Oh, you can be a positive and optimistic, but happy, no sir. The Raiders have lost their last 5, and they probably lost. They haven't really looked good since that win against the Raiders, and they played the Chiefs 27-20. I'm pretty sure they were winning it.
It was
I'm
a
pretty
ball
sure that's
game.
the game. I'm pretty sure that's the game that got the block field goal.
I do remember this being a ball game because early on, they just like went right down the field and like 80-yard drive scored a touchdown, and I want to say it was like third or fourth quarters when the Chiefs started pulling away, but it was a ball game. It wasn't a blowout from start. It was definitely a ball game.
Yeah. So oh no, this isn't the game. They got a fumble. Oh, yeah, I remember that. But like you said, there's nothing really going for the Raiders. I think I think this was a game where the Amazon or whoever puts on a Black Friday game say we want the Chiefs. We're getting the Chiefs. And we're like, I mean, You sure? Like we already kind of made the schedule. Like you
Bezos
sure
like,
you
is
want the
fucking
we
Taylor
want the
Swift gonna
Chiefs?
be there? I want the
Yeah,
fucking
and they're
Chiefs.
probably gonna have a crazy. They're gonna have a crazy halftime performance because Shabuzi is doing Detroit in them. So I know who they're gonna have at that Thursday night. But I mean not Thursday night, Friday night. But the Chiefs are supposed to come in. They're gonna make this game close for no reason and get the W. Unless this team is turning over a new leaf and understanding that these close games and just do it just enough to win is not going to translate well in the playoff time.
Yeah, and I will say the Panthers played them right up to the fucking. They played every game. I feel like right up to the buzzer. So I do want to like kind of count them out, and I'm definitely not picking them. Don't get me wrong, but it's also like if this is another game where it's 13-17 in the fourth quarter, and then the Chiefs just find a way to make sure that they don't lose the game, I'm not going to be totally shocked. But there's just no way. There's no way anyone could be picking the Raiders.
Oh yeah, let's see. What's the matchup
And
predictor
and
on
I
this
think the
game?
NFL has it in like Shador Sanders is going to be the quarterback for the Raiders next year. That is almost a, I will willing I shoot me down now if I'm wrong. That's how I was like when I said Matt Rule was going to be fired from the Panthers and then he'll be the head coach of Temple by the end of the year. Where the fuck did he end up at fucking Temple at the end of the year? I'm just telling you, this is he's gonna be the Raiders. It's already been linked together. He tweets every time the Raiders lose on Sunday. The moment they lose, the final scores hit the clock hits zero. Shador Sanders tweets out, "Thank you, God." Every single loss. He's gonna be at Las Vegas is built for the Sanders family, and you know who? You know why they haven't fired their coach yet, Kev? It's because you know who's gonna come with Shador into Las Vegas to make this a mark. His fucking daddy, Dion, and it's gonna be like I think the Raiders are all everyone's just locked in. They're just like the Giants. I'm locked into draft day because I already know who we get in. And it's gonna be Shador, and Shador's gonna come with Dion, and that's gonna come out with sold out season ticket holders. That's gonna come with marketable ability. Like it's a business at the end of the day.
We'll see. We'll see. If it goes that. That'd be interesting if it goes that way because I would love to see how that turns out.
In
Because I
Vegas
don't care who
too.
you are, this Raiders team is. Yeah, I don't care who you are though. This Raiders team is not something that I want to make an investment in right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be. It's because you got that fucking $1 billion stadium. It's in Vegas, a huge marketing place, and on top of it, fucking you still have Oakland. Like it's still the Raiders symbol. So it's like it's Vegas, but it's like Oakland's diehard fan base is still rocking with the Raiders. Like they still have that like, oh, can Dion change the Raiders too? Like I just feel like that. Just speaking it out of existence. But no, outside of but back to the game, yeah, Chiefs should steamroll here and watch it be Taylor Swift as the halftime performance.
That would be so funny. But I don't know. That's a lot. But they got the bag for it.
Yeah, Bezos said, "I'll take the
And
Raiders."
she just got off a tour. And
Yeah.
she just got off a tour. Yeah, they got to give her a bag.
Well, we appreciate y'all for watching. That was Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning. We got 3 games that's Thanksgiving. It's so great for another Thanksgiving football. And Friday, Black Friday, second annual Black Friday game. Stay tuned for that. And as always, we'll be back for the picks on the rest of the Sunday and Monday games. It will be kind of a quick picks episode because a lot of the games covered this before Sunday. But as always, go down, like, and subscribe. Comment your picks, your bets, your parlays. I'm Paul. Pick and win them. Join with Kevin, Water Boy Savoy. Y'all didn't know? Now y'all know, motherfuckers. And happy Thanksgiving.